Oh, look who's talking.
I'ma talk shit in the world gone stupid. And now I'm back on my bullshit.
Welcome to the lounge. Did we record last week?
We did. Yeah, we recorded last week.
It's been such a crazy life.
It has been.
Months.
Last few months.
Months. Yeah. Anyway,
Summer got us.
it did. Thank you, Summer.
Yeah.
Thank you for getting me.
No doubt.
I'm down. That was
No
fun.
doubt. I got a few more sunny weeks left, and I'm going to try to conquer.
You've got late summer coming.
Yeah.
October summer.
Yeah.
I hate October summer. I go into the desert to off road in October, and it's hot.
Oh, that's right.
So I don't like October summer.
Yeah, I'll be at the beach enjoying it for you.
I want to be in the other sand, not the beach sand. I want to be in the dunes.
What was it about riding that something? Oh, I was thinking we were out there. So do you guys stay in Havasu or in Parker when you ride? And do you go from Parker?
Yeah, I go from Havasu.
From
We have a
Havasu.
house. The long story is that we used to go because my boy's dad had a pad out there, like a summer house. So we would go out there with just us and the boys and ride our quads from the pad on the street to the dirt, and then to do our riding, and then come back on the street. It's a short ass little trip from the dirt to his house,
Right.
But coming from California, it's super cool to be able to ride your quad
sure
on the
is.
street.
Hell
dude.
yeah.
Because we would take it to go fill up on gas. We didn't even bring gas cans on these trips because we park in the garage, we shower in the house. Like, it's a whole different lifestyle.
Yeah,
riding
that's
in Havasu.
doing it.
Yeah, that is doing it, dude. So yeah, but anyway, now we rent houses and we drive our side by sides and stuff on the road. I just got rid of my last side by side. I don't have any more side by sides, and done with the side by side game for the time being.
Really?
Yeah, just for a little while. But
So the new one that you just bought that we looked at is gone?
that's not a side by side. That was a
Oh, that's a
car.
A car.
That's a car.
Okay.
It's a real car.
Right.
Yeah. But yeah, we stay in Havasu in a house. We park all the cars. I get houses where the garage is big enough for like all the side by sides to fit inside, like 6 side by sides fit in
Nice.
these garages. And then yeah, we just drive on the street because it's legal for those. And we drive to the gas station. We go to dinner in them sometimes. Well,
Yeah, no, that's great.
I love just cruising around in them. It's just because I don't get to do that here.
No.
So
Yeah.
So we stay in at a pad.
Okay. Because I saw, like, when I was in Parker, I was looking at off, all the road. There's a lot of trails just off going into nowhere.
Right there.
And I was thinking, is this, do they stay here or how do they do that?
Yeah, no, not Parker.
Okay.
But you can.
Yeah, same
shit.
song.
Yeah. I don't know how much more riding there is or isn't in between those two towns, between Parker and Havasu. 'Cause
Yeah, I have no
stay in
idea.
Havasu. There's a
It's 30 minutes distance,
it's
so
on the road, on the highway. But there's the desert bar. Yeah, there's the desert bar over by Parker, which is in the mountain. So you take a trail, but you could take any car on this road. It's a dirt road that's like just short of a fire road style.
So I
right?
can take a 4x and
You can take
go
a
there.
fucking Honda Corolla to this bar. Okay. But on the way there, there's like other offshoots of trail and that open up to bigger areas that you can see people like riding, like in other air parts of that little canyons and whatever. So there's riding over there. But
Okay.
I'm surprised you hadn't been to the desert bar.
No, never. We always just were in the water. It's too damn hot to go to a desert
Yeah,
bar,
in the
bro.
summer. No, yeah, you're right. You go in the summer.
Yeah.
And if you go in the winter, you go to the desert bar. They'll
Okay.
drive there. We don't go there. We go to Bunker Bar, which is over by Havasu. So there's this little spot between Havasu Heights and Havasu. Havasu Heights is this little town right off the 95 and the 40, right? So you're on the 40, you're on the 95 to go to Havasu, and then
Is that where the rich people live in the desert?
no. Not to shit on anyone in Havasu Heights. Hey, but it's not.
Okay.
No.
There's not golf courses
No.
and Mercedes in the driveway.
Oh, fuck no. Yeah, it's like 5 minutes off the freeway. You'll look to the left. There'll be like a small. It's not a city. It's a neighborhood.
Okay.
And
all right.
there are they homes or double wides?
They're
I think
double
it's
wides,
both. It's
bro.
both.
They're
There's-
double
I'm trying
wides.
to,
Come
like-
on.
I'm like,
Come
yeah,
on.
I think most of them are double wides, but there's houses over there, and you can you're not supposed to ride through there, but anyway, so between there and and Havasu City, there's off of this another groomed trail that they've made. There's a bunker bar they had this storage container that they turned into something, and they started calling it Bunker Bar, and they got some vendors there that are kind of permanent. They
Okay.
serve beer and drinks there during the winter time. because you're off-roading.
Yeah,
to
nobody's
get to
there
it.
in
So
summer.
nobody's there in the fucking summer. No, but yeah, we've been riding through that spot for years and years before they built that bar. It's a bummer they built that bar because now they're riding through there is dog shit. It's all crazy, washed out. There's people everywhere all the fucking time.
Yeah,
I
you
can't
gotta
mob
go- you gotta
through
go
there.
past the
I gotta
bunker
go,
bar.
Yeah, I got to go past Toyota Corollas on the goddamn fire road in my fucking off-road car. So it's not as fun right there. But
That's crazy.
That's that.
Okay, so that was just how I was thinking about all that.
Yeah, I got to see if I can get my cigar lit. I'm fucking having. I thought I wasn't gonna have lighter problems.
You don't have your condom on,
I
bro.
dude. What? Oh, yeah. The cedar. Wait, did I turn it the wrong way? Let's see here. Maybe.
Yeah,
maybe
he
I had it going the
he
wrong way.
smokes cigars with condoms on, folks.
At first, I was like, I don't get it. What do you say? Why? What? What? It was working earlier. There we go.
So last
Too
we
much
talked,
salsa.
briefly because it happened that day.
September
I think.
10th was the last time we met, which was Wednesday. And yes, September 10th.
That happened September 10th.
That.
Charlie Kirk was assassinated
Yes.
by some disturbed fucking kid.
Not by an old man.
No.
Who said it?
Yes,
I
that's
have rights. Blah. Right.
Yes,
So let's
yes,
get into that. Right?
yeah. They first arrested an old man, and they said that it was an old man, and then it turned into no, it wasn't an old man. It was somebody around the corner that they had found that had a pellet gun, and they thought maybe he was the shooter, and it turned out to be neither one of them, and it was some crazy ass kid.
So yeah, I'm like, I almost want to skip all the way in because I said I hadn't really been seeing news, but I did click on one Instagram meme, whatever, and scroll through, and it was the text messages. Did you read?
I just read those. Just think this morning.
All right. Well, I'm just gonna throw it out there now. Like, I always do this. I read these things, and I'm like,
You
is
throw-
this shit even real? Who made
I thought you were gonna
this?
say you already solved all the cases.
Yeah, no, I'm like, I'm like, this could be fake. I don't know.
No, it's real,
I believe
bro.
it that it is real,
It's
but I was
real.
just like, God, I don't. It sucks that I have to question everything I fucking read on Instagram.
I'm with you. I just was looking at a crash test, and I thought that it was real cars, and then after I watched it for a second, it was all
it's a
AI.
video game.
It was
Yeah,
it was
AI.
a Toyota thing saying Toyota could go over these speed bumps at 120 miles an hour, and then had all these cars do the same thing. And then I looked at it; it's all just fucking AI. None of it
Oh,
was
that
real.
120 mile an hour thing, and they go flying through the air. And you
Yes.
couldn't tell that was.
No, when I first seen it, I just saw the Toyota coming and
Yeah,
humming all.
okay.
And then I saw the first crash, and I went, "That doesn't look right." And by the time I saw the second crash, I was like, "This is all AI, man."
But dude, I mean, even like shit that you read with a photo. Like today, I saw a picture where half of the screen is what Caroline Levitt, is that her name? Leave it.
Caroline, yeah,
Levitt, whatever. How do you say it?
White House spokesperson.
What's her last name?
Carolyn Levitt, I think.
Levitt. So
Levitt.
not Caroline. Carolyn Levitt.
Yeah.
And the other on the left side is Freddie Freeman. And it says that they had an interview, and instead of her talking about, RBIs, home runs, his things on the field, she turns it against him and says something, and he gets mad, and now there's a $50 million lawsuit, and it's from LA Dodger Nation Instagram, and I don't follow. It's an algorithm shit, and I'm like, huh?
That's
Come
all-
on,
that's
man.
bullshit.
Yeah, it's fake. Like,
Yes,
it
yes.
looks, the whole thing looks real. That's what I keep trying to tell people. Just because it's a website doesn't mean that shit's coming in the mail, okay? Just because you paid through PayPal on this fake ass website doesn't mean you're getting it.
Right?
It says
You
LA
just
Dodger
spent
Nation.
$700 on some shit you're never
Yes.
gonna receive.
Yeah, on a fake 4x4 scooter that you're like, damn, that's a good deal. I'm buying that.
Yeah. Or those
Never
big
showed
ass
that.
blow up pools that are all fancy with these fucking
Yes.
things around them in the backyard, and you look at them and they're all fucking AI.
Yep, it's all fake.
Dominica goes, "We should get those. Are they at Costco?"
If they were real, Costco would
yeah,
have them.
yeah, they
That's a
would.
good point. Good point. But yeah, dude, I mean, it just looks all fake and real. So that's what, like, if I see that, it looks real, but that's not real. Why is
Yeah.
she interviewing Freddie Freeman? She's in political.
Yes, that makes no
It's
sense.
just crazy. So anyway, I read the text and I was just like, ugh. Anyway, go on. So what we first thought, I'll recap because you're the one
Yeah,
that knows
yeah, yeah.
everything new. So
No, go
what
ahead.
we first knew was that he got shot by a rifle. I made the comment that, like, it looked like a miss to me because
Yeah, you did make the comment it looked like a miss.
What kind of professional shoots? You don't shoot in the neck to kill. You
I don't know,
shoot
but
in the
why
head.
not?
Okay,
That's where the artery is.
Yeah, but you have to hit a vein. In the head, you hit the brain.
Yeah. Well, he
Right?
hit the vein.
He hit the vein, right? So that's so anyway, this is where we left off. Right?
Yeah.
That's what we thought. I'm like, I don't know. Looks like a miss to me. Maybe I didn't say that with you. I might be said it with someone else.
No, you said
I
it
didn't
with
want to
me.
be insensitive.
Yeah.
But I was, it is what it is. And
Yeah.
it was a horrible video to watch.
Horrible.
Got his artery. It's just terrible. Everybody's seen it. And then, then the last that we knew was the old bald, half bald man was screaming and ranting and raving, getting pulled away with his pants are falling off. Did you see that video? I'm like, Jesus Christ! Like, where's the gun? Like, that's why I thought it was a pistol too. Remember me saying that? I was like, I just thought it was a pistol shot from like 10 yards away, because of where it hit him. And a miss. It was a miss, and that's kind of right. That was it. Wednesday. That's all we had Wednesday afternoon.
Yeah, that was it. There wasn't anything else that was.
Did I don't remember if I saw that they thought they found the rifle somewhere nearby.
Yeah,
or
they found the rifle. No, they
right
found,
away.
They found the. I don't know this to be true. If the kid picked up the shell casing and had it with him with the blanket and the gun, but they had 3 unspent shells and 1 shell that they found that was the bullet that struck.
But they
Charlie.
didn't find that at the scene of the shot. They found that in the gun.
No. I don't know. I don't know that information to tell whether it was at the scene, which is what I would think,
Well, let me just give you
or
process.
the kid picked up and then took it over to the blanket and the gun where he dropped it in the woods.
Well, process of elimination. What for me is that if you're firing from a rooftop with a rifle, it's not a semi-auto rifle; it's a bolt-action rifle. So you rack it up and back, you load.
That's
you
true.
Forward and down, you pull. You don't eject your round.
You're right.
It's gonna stay in and you leave.
Yep.
So it
Yeah.
probably was
It
in
was
the gun.
Yes, it was probably in the
Yeah,
gun. You're right.
yeah.
I would agree with you.
Yeah.
And bro, so much shit has come out, and so much political rhetoric has come out, bro.
You know what though, dude? And I'm gonna throw this in because you know how much I hate all of it. The fucking Christian rhetoric is equally as strong.
Well, it's different, and I want that's what I want to talk about
Yeah.
is like how crazy we are as people, and both concepts being sick, but sick for different reasons.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. We can all agree with that. Everybody's
Yeah.
got social media and everybody's reading
And
everybody else's shit.
And I keep hearing these people say that they want to split the country. Marjorie Taylor Greene said she said that before. Split the country. Other people keep saying civil war.
What is split the country?
Democrats take half the country. Republicans take the other half the country.
Like down the middle, and I got to.
I don't know what her fucking
I don't
dream
understand
is.
that concept.
I'm just that's
okay.
the,
I
the
just wanted to be
the
sure there
spiel.
wasn't a plan already.
No.
that I'm unaware of.
No,
I used to
there's
looking
no
at
plan.
real estate.
There's no plan.
On the other side of the Mason-Dixon line. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's me. I'm gonna go to that side. Sorry, cats.
I think I think these people want a civil war, and they literally want to split the country down the middle.
It's good for business. It's good for political business. I mean, we've been saying that every time we talk about something, that is the undertone. That's what they want or cause. They cause it, right?
Yeah.
Conspiracy theories come true.
Yes.
They cause these things
Yes.
to create chaos, to create rules that they can profit from.
Yeah. Or I don't even
Who's
know.
they, Bo?
Well, yeah,
Who's
I don't
they?
know. What we're saying is that the politicians in charge at that moment,
Yes.
but really, as I learn more about this, it's the think tanks behind the political parties to stoke the fears that will make their dreams come true.
I don't know about the last part. The dreams come true?
Yeah.
Is that a sarcastic statement?
No. Yes, it's a sarcastic.
Okay.
It's sarcastic and real that.
Yeah, no, I hear you,
that
but I'm
these-
like, okay,
let's just look at the left. Okay, we're gonna look at the left side of it. The extreme far left wants male cross dressers in women's restroom because they feel like they're a woman.
They're women, yeah.
That's I'm not being one way or the other. I'm being real if that's what they want. That's all I'm stating is what they want. Or they want a transgender person who has changed with partially in the same concept, or changed holy in the same concept. And most people who are heterosexual, which dominate 95% of the population, or even more, 99% of the population,
Yeah.
don't want that. But the far left extreme just needs a cause to
Just
fucking
wants it
be
anyway.
Yes, because it's the right thing in my feelings. You know what I mean? Or they want to put a transgender male in women's sports, or a guy who dresses up as a woman and feels he's a woman in women's sports, even though he may not surgically be transitioned.
Right. And then the right wants.
And well, I'm just giving those extreme
Double,
cases,
yeah.
and I'm sure there's a ton of more that we could throw
yeah,
in there. You know
sure.
what I mean?
Yeah.
Now the right wants it to be a Christian nation
Yeah.
where there is no gays, because gays aren't in the Bible. The Bible says that we're against them. And they want to make their life about this book of stories that were designed to just help you get along a little better in your life. And instead they want to take it to some magical, inspirational fucking fantasy guy in the sky with his son
Guideline.
that fed thousands of people with the
Yeah.
fish,
Yeah, it's a
with 2
guideline.
pieces of fish, and walked on water.
That
And
is
all
a
this.
miracle.
I know, but it's magic is what it is. They believe in magic, bro.
Miracles, magic.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do,
And
I do.
and magic is not a real thing, man. Magic is a facade.
Yeah.
It's an illusion.
Yeah, science tells us.
Science
magic is
tells
not
you
real.
that. And now we are educated enough to know that. But these people still cling on to these concepts for some reason.
And so what we have is the exact examples that you just gave are the exact battle that was fought on September 10th with one bullet. Right?
Yeah,
So
well-
the kid that is living or dating a transgendered,
Yes.
but I don't know which
Yes.
direction the kid's going.
Yeah.
If it's one or the other. I'm pretty sure it's a boy now.
It's a boy now. It's
He-
good. He's thinking about transitioning.
Okay, so he's in a relationship, from what I gathered.
Yes,
over some
it sounded like
scrolling.
on the text.
Right. So and then that juxtaposing to the Christian right wing guy on the
Nut
microphone
job that killed 2 Democrat representatives in June or something like that.
No, I'm talking about Kirk. On
No,
that
no.
day, you've got the exact things
Oh,
that you're
the
talking
kid at
about.
the school?
The kid that shot, that they have saying that shot Kirk
Yeah.
is with a transgendered.
Yes.
Right.
Yep.
And he, like I'm saying, it's just so exact of what you said, where you've got some anger about these items and it's so opposite to what Christian Kirk was. His name Christian? What am I saying?
No, his
that
name
for?
was Charlie Kirk.
Charlie. So, it's exactly what you're talking about. The anger and the juxtaposition of those two, and getting to a point where that's what you did. Like, I can't even come up with an excuse
Yeah.
as to
No,
some
no,
kind
no.
of reason. Like,
No.
I can't reason it.
Now, what I'm about to tell you later that I learned, and I don't even know. I need more confirmation on this whole explanation that I learned from a young person who's deep into the Discord websites and he says, I got a bucket of popcorn and I watch in the stands, but he's engaged. He's in it, so he sees the conversations go
comments
out
and whatnot.
in like the Reddits or the dark web, or what's the one that he said that was it's an old one that they used to use before Reddit. It's
4chan?
4chan, bro. 4chan has a lot of these.
Is 4chan still around? I thought it got shut down.
Yes, that's what they use for. Anyway, we'll get to that
Yeah,
point. We'll
yeah,
get to that
yeah.
point. But back to just the cause of it. Then on that same day, there was a kid who went and shot up his school.
On September 10th?
Yes,
I am
shot
unaware.
2 or 3 kids in school.
Oh, wait, did I? I did
Yeah,
see.
yeah, I
I didn't know
guarantee
it was
you
the
did.
same day. I saw it. I didn't know it was the same day.
day, bro.
What, was it Iowa or something?
I don't
Illinois?
recall, because it hasn't gotten as much attention in the news.
of course.
And I haven't had that story come. I don't know why that story hasn't come across my news
Charlie
feed.
Kirk's story owned.
Dude,
the
it owns
day. It owns
everything.
September 11th. Though.
It owns YouTube. It owns Apple News. It owns Yahoo News. It owns everything.
I'll be honest. We were on our way out of town and we saw a half-mast flag, and it was September 11th, and I thought it was for Charlie Kirk. It took the day. I didn't think a lot, and I think a lot about 9/11. I don't know. It hit me kind of hard.
Right.
So I wear it. I think about it. And that day I think about it a lot, and I didn't think about it really at all. I mean, I know I was going out of town on a trip or whatever, but yeah, I saw that and I was just like so. Anyway,
and then so I guess in June or July of this year, a crazy right-wing radical shot 2 Democratic senators from Maine or something like that in their home. And he had a list. He was going after more, but they got him in between his route.
Huh. I feel
but it
like
didn't
I might
get
have
any
heard
news
something.
coverage.
None. Why?
Nobody in the White House talked about it. Nobody flew a flag at half-mast.
Why? Why do you think?
Because it's all Republican ran. They don't care about a Democrat. They don't want that in the news. I don't say they don't care, because I think all of these politicians care. I think it's just not politically correct to make the Democrats being killed by a Republican a big deal because of the face of it. You know, they don't want it out in their
Doesn't
echo
play
chambers.
to what do they call it? The
To their
story,
agenda.
to their agenda.
Yes.
The agenda is that
it's the lefties that have the
it's
problem.
lefties that kill when they're mad and riot. I
Yes.
mean, there's truth to all of it, but what they do is if they stifle the news about when the Republicans do it.
Correct.
It's not really.
And I haven't been watching MSNBC and CBS, and all those organizations recently, because I've been trying to focus on learning other things that Fox News and all the other people are saying.
Yeah, you're trying to.
So I just haven't gathered
Both
all of
sides.
that, and I probably missed some news because of it. But anyway, so then all of a sudden the president comes out and says the radical left and they need to be stopped. And then another senator comes out and says it's war on the left.
After
After Charlie Kirk passed.
Okay, yeah, because we've talked about so many freaking
Yes.
deaths
And
at
then
this point.
people on Fox News saying that's it, it's war, this or that, and the radical left has to be changed, and the Democratic Party needs to be banned and outlawed in the United States.
What?
Yes, bro. This is the shit that they're saying. I'm not saying this. They're spitting it out of their lips.
And again, this is like a video clip you saw.
No,
or,
these are
these news clippings.
It's news clippings.
Are
It's
these memes or the articles?
No, it's the one guy who's the new face of Fox News and their ridicule opinion
no
site.
idea. No idea who that.
He's
there's a what? There's a ridicule.
So
What? Do you,
so like there's opinion people on both MSNBC and Fox News who they give you news, but they have their opinion really. Rachel Maddow's one on the Democratic.
so they go hard to whatever side they are on, and they just blow that out of proportion.
Yes.
They're extremists.
Yes. Well, this guy that's on
Terrorists.
Fox News,
Fucking terrorists. Bro,
yes,
is what they are.
yes, is now just because there are stupid, and now here we're going to get into the dumb ones, extremely dumb on both sides. So I was talking about right now Republicans saying, stoking violence and we need to shut down the left and it's civil war and we need to divide the country and all this shit, right? We don't hear any politicians or pundits saying this on the Democratic side. But one guy made an off-color comment on MSNBC that before anybody knew it was happening, that maybe it was somebody celebrating a gun that accidentally went off and shot Charlie Kirk. And that guy got fired that day.
Why?
Because he was not sensitive to the situation.
Because he said maybe it was an accident.
Yeah.
That's
And they fired him.
not sensitive to the political fucking warfare. I mean, that's pretty sensitive to say. Like, at least, I mean, what?
No,
what
the
if it was
way
an
he
accident?
said it was kind of like, look, we don't have people that celebrate here and fucking shoot guns off. This isn't Iraq. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We just don't have that shit. I mean,
I love those videos, by the way. Fucking AKs, and they start shooting in the ground like dumbasses, dude.
Yeah,
You know,
the whole
hey,
thing,
he's
bro.
got a point.
I
I'm
don't
just
know.
saying.
I don't know how many people What, people never die over there when they do that shit?
Come on, people die over there all the goddamn
No, but I'm just saying
time
from
for
that thing.
From that, yeah.
Yeah,
they
you know what I mean?
For sure.
It has to happen, right?
For sure.
So, but there are dumb people who are celebrating his death that are leftists, and that shit is horrible to see, bro.
I haven't seen any of that.
I
thank
have
God.
looked, and I paid attention. I wanted to really understand all of this because I have watched Homeboy recently in the last year or so. I didn't know about him until maybe the last year.
Charlie Kirk.
Charlie Kirk. So I've watched clips of him and I've watched some of his debates with people, but I didn't watch him in entirety, and I didn't watch big ones. You know, I just watched somebody from the right saying he demolished somebody, and then somebody from the left saying that
Right.
that so and so
Clickbait. Watch the video.
Yes. And so this weekend I sat down and watched a bunch
Okay.
because I wanted to see what the hate was about him. And I wanted to see how hateful he was, according to all the hate
Yeah,
that's
according
about
to
him.
the other side of the
Yes,
coin that's been saying
yeah.
these things.
So I started watching, and he said some bigoted things. He said some racially degrading things.
Well, bigoting, wouldn't that be the same?
But one is towards women and one is towards
Okay.
ethnicity.
Oh, sexist.
Yes. Yes. Okay.
I don't know
so,
what you said. I can't
no,
remember what you said now.
Yeah, I meant to say sexist, but I probably said bigoted.
So you said racially
Yes.
inappropriate
and then,
or something.
And then he said
So he said bigotry stuff, some sexist things.
yes.
Okay.
And
He's saying some anti
any other religion.
Yeah,
Christian religion is the only religion.
exactly,
Atheism is the devil. I don't really know if he said the devil, but it's not of God, and this or
Okay.
that.
Yeah,
and,
yeah. So I mean, he's devout.
Yes,
Christian.
he was devout Christian for sure.
Yeah.
Bible thumping, over the top.
Oh, yeah. Over the
I'm
top.
your man.
Yeah.
And a big Christian following this guy had. I didn't realize how big of a following this guy had. And it makes sense that he's been doing these debates in colleges for the last 10 years.
It's been that long?
Yeah, I didn't realize that either.
Okay.
And I think since 2014 is what I remember hearing in the different the different shows that have talked about him.
Okay. They were picking up info from.
And the goal that he had was to go on campuses and get people to talk about politics. And he wanted to express his Christian views and his right-wing ideology and just debate people. And if he converted them, he converted them. If he,
But he's out there on the guise of sparking debate. That's what
sparking
he goes
debates
out
and
for.
sparking conversation.
Yeah.
Like,
I appreciate that.
Yeah, 1,000%, bro. I appreciate that too.
Yeah.
And I think that more of that should be done. But I don't think everybody should be Rush Limbaugh, bro. Where they're stoking fucking these, like women should be in the house and women have no place in running corporations.
Yeah.
And black people shouldn't be flying planes.
No,
And-
Rush Limbaugh said shit like that?
No. Charlie Kirk said that he goes, I'm not racist. He goes, but when I walk into the plane and I see a black pilot, I wonder if he's been educated enough.
Oh, wow. Oh, my God, dude. Come on.
So
Well,
it's things like that now black people take that and say, oh, you're a racist, fucker.
Well, okay, I'm white and I'm saying that that's fucking racist.
Okay, I'm with you, but I never saw a thing like I looked. I never saw him say I hate black people or I don't like he would even in like in between times you would hear him say, oh, my black friend, no, or my gay friend, no. Like, I don't think he was an enemy of somebody gay. I don't think he was an enemy of somebody black or a different ethnicity.
Okay.
I think that he had his religious views, and his religious views clouded some of his
Stances,
persona
his
and his
stances.
stances.
But he was still a regular dude who had a multitude of types of friends. Like
Yes.
all of us. You can't get through life right now and not have,
That's what I'm saying,
you
bro.
know, a different demographics to races to
Yes,
sexuality.
yes. There's
people
no
in your
between
life.
your work, your
Whether
social
you know
life,
it or not.
You're right.
You may not know that your best friend
for
at
some
work
people,
is
yes,
gay, or
but for a lot
you know.
of people, you know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You know,
Yeah.
and you accept it. And you just fucking. And I even heard him saying one thing. He goes, "I'm not against you being gay or doing whatever you're going to do in the bedroom. Do whatever you're going to fucking do." He didn't cuss, but he said, "I'm against having a transgender person go into the bathroom with my daughter, or a cross-dressing man."
Okay. Yeah, I mean, like,
You know what I mean?
So, like, yeah.
So I mean, I can't fault the guy because that's the way he feels. You know, do I think that he is now prejudiced against everybody? No. Do I think he wants to take a stand on this item? Yes.
Well, here's why he does.
But anybody who's LBGTQ hears that, he's automatically a homophobe.
Well, he's already a homophobe. Because he's Christian.
Correct.
So he's going to be.
He is a
painted.
homophobe to some degree
Yeah,
because he's
right.
Christian.
Well, so then he's going to
You're
be
correct.
painted that way.
Yeah,
no matter
yeah.
what he ends up saying up there, because like you said, like even you were like, well, I mean, he didn't say he hated black people. He just said that something degrading about the demographic of what we experience in the U.S.
But in
right?
addition to, he was trying to use it with the DEI concept.
DEI
Yeah.
question mark.
Diversity, equity, and inclusion. It's the whole thing that Trump and everybody's been fighting for in his political stance for the last
Okay.
10 years.
Well, to finish the thought about it, it's just that he, like, I think what you're saying is you think maybe he was just a representative of argument, and not that he necessarily was a firm, hard believer in all these other things that he questioned you on in front of you on that microphone. When he's going back and forth with you on those microphone interviews, and not you, but the people,
No, yeah,
right?
yeah.
So he's representing an argument, but not
Correct.
always standing behind the argument.
Correct.
That's what we think.
Yes,
It's
like
likely.
he was against abortion, and he would always say, you know, that to me it starts in the womb. And the some of the best debates that he got presented with were when he went to England and he went to Cambridge University, and they had all those smart kids and professors there that would come up and debate him, and some of them really gave him the business as far as logical conversation and breaking down. And through all of this, a side note, I learned there's so many different nuances about debating somebody, and there's actual rules
Oh, yeah.
and like strategies to trap people, and they have like their own individual names of all of these. It's kind of like chess.
Yeah.
So you have like all these chess moves, and they all have their thing. You know,
a
the Queen's
courtroom.
Gambit, all this.
It's a fucking courtroom.
And then there's a debate, and debate has all of these tactics to do things. And I didn't realize that either because I was never a debater.
Right.
I either said what I had on my mind and heard what you said in your head mind, but I had no strategy in delivering my message.
I spewed it, and we either argued or wrapped it up.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, so I mean, I think that that's realistic to think that maybe for a number of items. I mean, he talked about so much. You got to go through everything and pick it all apart and pick those things out. But I think that that's realistic to think that. But he was a devout Christian too, so all that stuff.
No.
All those
For
pieces
sure.
of the pie. It's like no,
Yes,
you
bro.
think that,
And
you
some of the
believe that.
look, yes,
You know,
and
I didn't
literally,
watch
bro,
his
he
videos.
sat there and talked about Jesus taking the 2 fish and feeding everybody, and he spoke like he believed that shit, like he believed that was a real thing,
They do believe that.
bro. That concept alone, people need to go talk to somebody because they live in a world that has too much information. And Neil deGrasse Tyson said something that I watched him talk with somebody else about. Actually, it was Pierce Morgan. And now, because we have so much science, when we didn't know anything really about what was in the sky, we knew there were stars, but we didn't know there were galaxies. We didn't know, you know what I mean, planets and everything else that went with it. That we said that's where God is, that frontier that we don't know. When people had leprosy, we said that it was demons inside them because we didn't know.
It's the unknown.
But once we knew the science behind it,
Yeah.
that was no longer
Fear goes away.
the devil.
Yeah.
It was no longer God punishing us.
Yeah.
It was no longer once we got to space, God isn't up there.
God wasn't there.
And so now the next frontier is before the Big Bang.
God wasn't there.
No, that's where God is now. God is now before the Big Bang.
right. Well, yeah, he's holding Earth in his hand. And,
No, he's holding the universe. In his
it's
hand.
the universe.
Yes,
right, 'cause that's right. Because you've already gone
Yes,
beyond.
yeah, we've
Earth,
gone
so
beyond that. We know
his
galaxies.
model
We
had
know
to grow.
yes.
His model grew, and
Yes.
next it'll grow again.
So Neil deGrasse Tyson always calls it, he's the God of the unknown. Because always when there's something that we don't know, that's where we place him. And he's been moved throughout time further and further out.
Comfort.
Yes.
Religion is comfort.
And look, and there's nothing wrong with that as long as it's
Nothing wrong
based
with
in a reality.
As
you know
long
what
as
I
you're
mean?
Not smiting others
Yes.
for your betterness of life. Yeah, like you know what I mean, like holy wars because our religion's better. That is not what religion is.
No.
Anyway, are we didn't do this today? Are we going to talk about religion today?
No. We're just brushing on it
Okay.
because of this guy, and this
Okay.
is what it is. We'll come back to that another day.
Yes, let's make everybody
Because I
hate
got a
us
ton
later.
of information still
Yeah,
spit
no,
out that
yeah,
I
so
learned
do I. We
for
have-
this whole thing.
So I read the text messages between the assassin and his roommate, or not his roommate.
I don't know if they
What
were
have you
living
heard?
together.
Because I
Yeah,
can't
I
take anything that I may have come across. As
No.
fact.
I don't recall if they stated they were living together, or I know that they have a romantic relationship because you can see that in the text. My love, no, back and forth with each other. You only say that
it's
something you have
endearing.
affection
It's
towards.
endearing.
Yeah, and
And the other one's caring a lot for the other.
yes, and the other one can't believe that you just did that,
Yeah.
even though you did it for them.
Yeah.
And in your mind, let's get that straight.
That's kind of like, when Jim Jeffries was at home with the homeless guy. He paid $60 for his wife. Do you remember that joke?
Oh yeah,
I did it for you. If you haven't watched
Yes.
Jim Jeffries' recent
Oh, my God.
two limbs rule.
is that what the title of it is?
Yeah, two limb rule. I don't know, something.
Anyway,
like
Jim
that.
Jeffries' newest stand-up routine. It is off the chain. Everything that you are taboo about, he put that shit
Yeah,
in there.
if you're a 40-year-old man, watch this every day of the week. But anyway, I did it for you. That's why I made that joke.
Yes, I did it for you.
Yeah.
You'll have to figure that one
Yeah,
out on
yeah,
your
enjoy
own. You
that
have to
later.
look that one up. And the left side has been trying to say, let's stay calm, of course, because they would be the ones that a sniper would go after. And the right is saying, it's war.
Yeah.
Go get 'em, go
There's
get 'em,
enough,
go
We got
get
enough
'em.
bolt actions out there to take care of everybody.
But
We like our guns.
yeah. And those people out there won't think that us laughing at it is real, but I mean, it's funny, or is it should be. But all of you have brought this upon yourselves.
Honored.
Okay, so let's just throw that out there. You start being real with people and having a conversation. There might not be a target on you.
Yeah.
Now, the crazy thing is, this kid had his own set of problems. And I didn't learn that until I watched another young man's breakdown of what everything means. So did you know that there were symbols
Give me all
on
of
the
it.
cartridges?
Well, I knew that he had written something like "Catch this, you fascist," something or other. Is
Yes.
all
Yeah.
I caught, right?
Yeah.
So feed it to me. Give me.
So there was 4 sayings on each bullet.
4 sayings on each, or 1 saying on 4 bullets.
One saying on
4 bullets.
One saying on 4 bullets.
Okay.
And individually, they don't mean shit. They mean gibberish. But when you put all 4 of them together, they start to paint a picture.
Where are they?
I'm going to tell you right now. I don't recall what they all are. I got a couple of them ingrained in my brain, but the others I don't recall. But
Give me
they're
the gist.
okay. So one is a song. It's a fascist song. It's a French song or a
Okay.
German song that not a German song, French or something that is a fascist song.
Okay.
So it's
A nationalistic type song.
yes, maybe it's an Italian thing. Anyway, but it's maybe a Mussolini thing or something like.
It's a
But
European
anyway,
song.
it's a European song about fascism.
Yeah, nationalism, right? So,
And then another one was two arrow symbols and something else. Another one was another phrase about that comes from Starship Troopers.
okay. Do you remember
The video game.
Yeah.
Starship
No, the
Troopers
movie.
video game.
The
No, the
movie.
video game not the movie.
Not the movie,
The video
Starship-
game Starship
strictly,
Troopers. This other phrase comes
specifically.
from there.
Okay.
And the other phrase so there's one song, one video game phrase there.
Symbols.
If you see this, you're gay. That's what one was written on one of
Okay.
them. If you're reading this, you're gay. Like a
Okay.
kid little thing you would say to your friend.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. I'm
you
trying
read
to
it.
put
Yeah,
some meaning
you're
into that
gay.
because it's on the shell. It's not on the round.
It's on the shell.
Right.
And then the last one had something else to do with it. Was another video game something that has to do with groypers.
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 Can you tell me what a groyper is?
I didn't know what the hell groyper was
groyper.
until a couple days ago, bro.
I need to know what a groyper.
Have you ever seen the picture of the animated image of a frog in a tracksuit with like a hoodie on?
Probably yes.
Like bent down, and he's got
English gangster.
like in that gangster squad.
An English gangster with a jumpsuit on.
Yes,
A
but it's
velvet
it's a
Adidas
frog
seat or whatever. And
Yes,
he's a frog. Adidas
okay.
seat and a frog. Yeah.
That is a symbol of groypers. So groypers are these. It's a frog image. It's a character, and it's the symbol for Nick Fuentes' army.
Who the hell is
Nick Fuentes. That's what you want to know. It is so nice that you have not read anything in the last 5 years, or even 10 years for that matter.
Just text messages. Just text messages. That's it.
And there's going to be, hopefully, there's some people out there who are in your shoes that get something from
Yeah,
this.
yeah. And then there'll be all the ones that know exactly what the details are. You're gonna fuck this whole thing up.
Yeah, straight up.
So
They're going to
let's
have
hear
all
it.
the comments,
Oh,
you dumb
yeah,
motherfuckers.
You dumb shit. Yeah.
So, this guy, Nick Fuentes, is a young man. Like, I want to say 28, 29 years old. We'd have to look him up, but a young man. And he has this political movement. He is like Hannity times 50, Rush Limbaugh times 20. He is like...
But he's on the Brit side, or he's
No,
here?
he's American.
Okay.
He's a kid. He was a Trump supporter that rallied his following to help Trump get elected the first time. And this next time, he was also supportive of Trump, and he actually hooked up with Kanye West, and they went to Mar-a-Lago to one of Trump's dinner parties, and Trump had a small meeting with them about how he could help his campaign.
Nice. It worked out.
And now the kid is turned on Trump.
Oh, like most.
But hang on.
Like most.
Okay. But the crazy thing is, he almost talks like he's gay. Like he has a feminine arc to his flow and how he talks. And he's also talks like he's a spoiled fucking tool. You know what I
Okay,
mean?
yeah, those can be interchangeable.
Yes, straight up.
Those personalities.
Yes.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, after Trump beat Kamala. For years we called her Kamala or what the fuck, I don't know whatever. Now we learned that it was Kamala.
I
But
forgot
anyway,
about her already.
so after she lost, he came out, yeah, we went, maybe it was even Hillary Clinton that he said this to. Yeah, you women, you bitches are never gonna fucking make it to the. You got a glass ceiling that's made out of bricks. You're never gonna break through. You need to get back in your place. You guys are never gonna
Damn.
get. There's certain jobs you just won't get. No.
Oh my
So he
God.
going hard on women.
Yeah.
And I'm sure I didn't look enough into him to really give you a deep dive report onto him, other than I know about his army and his prowess to become a political figure that moves weight. That's really about all I know about the guy. And I heard that he was like a fascist, racist, this or that. But he hooked up with Kanye West. Well, Kanye West is against his own
Kanye
people anyways.
West, I'm like,
Kanye West is a KKK member anyway.
Yeah,
And I'm only saying it because he's dressed up in a
It's
white
what he
robe, bro.
said. That's what he said.
And that's what he said.
I have to say what he said. That's it. I'm just repeating his own words.
And now we know what a groiper is.
Yeah. Okay.
And how now all of these symbols.
What do you get from these like all this shit? Like,
I'm gonna tell you. It's all gonna come clear in a second, and you're gonna be like, "Fuck," straight up, bro. Because not knowing about this what I'm about to like the ending of all this, with us not knowing about it, we're all in danger.
okay.
That's how crazy this is.
Okay, let's hear it.
If there's a group like this out there that a particular side, one way or the other, can get to do shit, and not to get to do shit like nobody told this kid to go do this. So let me just put that out there. This kid did all this shit on his own, in his own mind, in his own fucking twisted thinking.
Yeah, it took him about a week, he said.
Yes. Okay. But we're going to get to why in a minute.
Yeah. What's the why?
So all these things come along, and they're sayings and phrases that are used in this groiper community and in this gaming community and in this online forum community.
Okay, so they're different communities, though. I mean,
They're
you're
different
separating
communities.
because I feel like they're separated.
They're different communities, but they have the same people involved in all of
Yeah,
those
mix.
communities.
You have
If that's what
certain
I'm, if
people
that's
that
what I
mix
could,
with
yeah.
all of them.
Yes.
Yeah.
You'd be a gamer, but you could be on 4chan in these chat rooms.
yeah, but just
you
because
could
you're a
be Nick
gamer
Fuentes,
doesn't mean you're a Fuente guy. Fuentes, whatever.
No,
his
no, it
fucking
doesn't
name is.
mean that.
Yeah, you're just
it's
saying
the people
they do
that
intermix
are
a
in
lot.
all of these
All
things
three
that
of
are,
them.
and it's it's like being a young person and you're in, in just let's say the early 90s. You're into rap, smoking weed, and going to house parties.
Yep.
You know what I mean? All those three things. Not everybody in that group is a gangster, but some gangsters are doing those same three things.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, 100%. Yeah, I see what you're
So,
saying.
there's a community of these kids. I don't know if it's going to say it's a model or it's their motto or it's their ethos or it's whatever their thing
Mantra.
Mantra is everything's a meme.
Everything's a meme.
Everything's a meme. Nothing is serious. The goal is to be not serious about anything. Not serious about deep love. Not serious about murder.
Just don't take anything
Not serious about politics. Not serious about your kids. Not real, like never taking anything to heart because you could be hurt.
Right. Everything that society says, you should be doing that's serious. You're going to say, fuck that. I don't care.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck about
because
it.
you don't want to be hurt.
This part of it is
Yeah.
part of this
I
thing.
see that.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%.
And it's because these kids are searching for something. And I think another, I don't know if it's cause and effect type of issue that these kids, and we talked about this briefly last week, that they're in these chat rooms, they're in these echo chambers, they're in these places that are feeding them this information
No
back.
alternative.
Like when Rampage's son beat the shit out of that guy, he was in that echo chamber, and they were feeding, kick his ass,
Go
fuck
beat his
him up,
ass,
go
go do
fuck
it.
that
Yeah, 'cause
guy
they
up.
have nothing to lose.
They have nothing to lose.
have
It's a
nothing to
fucking,
lose.
it's a hate
Rage
machine.
bait, they're
Rage
calling
bait,
it, right?
straight up,
So
rage
this,
bait,
what
bro.
these group that you're talking about, is
Yes.
just rage baiting each other.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, and I'm not saying that a group
Yikes.
encouraged him to do that, but he was in some kind of.
Essentially, it was.
Well, no, there's also a report had come out, and I got to confirm that this was real, that he was in some kind of message. At first, they said a chat room or a message board
When I don't understand.
when
Like,
the whole thing was going down.
he was doing what
Yes,
the whole
he-
idea of what we were just talking about with
So after he shot him and
Rampage's
he got
kid.
away, he's now on the message board.
saying he did it.
Well, you saw the messages back and forth between
Him and his
him and his
Partner.
partner. I don't know if that was on a chat platform. Like, I don't know if it was text or if it was on.
It doesn't look like
4chan.
text. It looks like it's a Discord interaction.
Okay, so
because
yeah,
it's a post by a name. Aren't they even semicolons or something? Like
I barely
but then
remember.
that was another reason why I'm reading it. And I'm like, this looks typed. Like these aren't text messages.
Yeah.
They're not even DMs.
Okay, so then it had to be from one of those.
Maybe it was.
Yeah, one of those things.
So he doesn't live. He's got this long distance relationship with this trans.
Oh, no.
kid.
I don't know if he does or they see each other. I have no idea. I don't know anything about that to give you any information.
It'd be
about that.
weird that he would be.
Anything would just be conjecture by us at this
cool.
point.
Well, then we can
and
do
making
that.
shit
We
up.
can conjecture.
We can make
Fuck
shit
it.
up.
So he's on.
Tell us what we don't know.
Yeah, dude. So he's on.
They
Fucking,
were married.
Yeah.
They lived together.
They had a
last 3
kid
years.
already, and then they lost a kid. Yeah. So he's on this like Discord type thing, which is like
Yes.
a message board.
A message board,
a forum.
something. Yes,
And he's interacting with
that I
his
heard
boyfriend, who apparently doesn't know it. Because why wouldn't you just text or call? Right?
because
I
you're
don't
now
know.
linking that person
You're fucking
directly
linked.
to it.
You're linked. If
No,
you're,
no. I'm with you. But
you
when
know?
you're a kid and you're a young
Yeah,
person and you
yeah.
don't think clearly,
Well, you just murdered somebody.
straight up, bro.
Yeah, you're gonna fucking lose.
You
your
just
head a little
fucking
bit.
murdered somebody.
You're gonna lose your head.
But you don't like. Here's where all of this is leading, bro. Me and you watched the whole thing, bro. Well, at the time, we didn't watch it. We just knew that somebody had. I think we knew that there was a sniper at that point.
Oh, I had watched the video.
By last Wednesday.
Yeah, I had seen the video.
No, not the video of him being shot.
Okay.
But the tracing him off the roof. Seeing that there was somebody on the roof.
You said that they thought they had video of him running, but we didn't have anything.
Correct.
To show or talk
Correct.
about. But
And then
yeah,
you
the
and
very
I
next day
briefly
they
talked
had
about
something.
how could you make a shot
200
from
yards.
200 yards
Remember, I
away.
said, oh, it looks like it's like 200 yards or
Yes.
150 yards. You're like, yeah, 200 yards or something. It
Yes.
was 200 yard shot.
Yes.
Yeah.
Without being a professional.
Right.
Well, the kid was around guns his whole life. But even though he was around guns his whole life and he knew how to operate guns and that gun was his grandfather's gun,
Mm-hmm.
the crazy thing is one shot, no panic, made the shot, got up. When you see him running across the roof and getting down, it doesn't seem like he's panicking. Seems like he's got the gun. He's putting it,
just
he's
trotting,
hiding it. He's just trotting, looking around, making sure everything's cool.
He stayed
Goes
calm.
off, takes off. Like he looks like a pro, like a CIA agent, bro, who just smoked somebody and is getting out of the scene.
Wow.
Like you were in a movie.
Yeah, well, we watched a lot of movies.
But a normal person would not be able to do that. You just smoked somebody from a live human being. Your endorphins would be kicking. You're panicking. You're jumped down in a frantic. You're looking all over. You're sketched. You're boning
Yeah,
out.
adrenaline dumps happen for real.
Yes.
You can't control that.
Yes, you know
Especially
what I mean?
with no practice.
Straight up.
So it's weird that he was that calm.
This kid who brought all this information to light about all this because he knew about all those symbols and what those symbols mean and all of those different things. And he knew about these Discord sites and he knew about the 4chan and he's in those things watching people communicate. That's how he was able to pinpoint this right away. Because a young 24-year-old.
So some other kid put it together and
Yes.
sent the info into the cops?
No. This kid he's a left-leaning political YouTuber,
Okay.
podcaster, YouTuber. And he said you're never going to find the motive. Like, but he said both sides are looking to find the motive of like, you know,
The standalone
what was the
motive.
manifesto for this?
Right, the
You know,
standalone.
he was a left-wing nut that had been thinking about this for a long time and hurting some, or he was a right-wing nut who wanted to stop
Right.
this or that,
and he
that,
was
the other.
building an arsenal and he had a plan.
And there's none.
There's not. He said
He
it
did
took
it
him
on a
week.
whim.
It took him a week.
It took him a week to make that decision and do it. And this guy thinks that you'll never find a manifesto because it's about being unserious and the whole thing is a meme to the kid. Pulling the trigger and shooting Charlie Kirk
It was fake.
doesn't resonate. Yes, it's
wasn't real.
just a joke. There's no way I should have feelings about it. There's no remorse for it.
I watched a documentary recently about God, and I don't want to bring it up because I can't remember the details. But what reminds me of it is this kid was watching The Matrix, and he had this thing in his head that the Matrix movie was real life. And he started dressing like Neo and acting like Neo from The Matrix, and that everything was fake. And it goes on, and he has, issues with his parents. I can't remember if he lives with both of his parents or one or what.
Did he seem like he was like high functioning autistic, or did he just seem like he was a kid who was just taking the wrong path?
I didn't get that, but that doesn't mean that I wouldn't have picked that up. I just didn't get that from watching it. And then at some point he shoots his dad. He kills his dad in the house, and then he makes his own 911 call about it. And you can hear that in his voice. And I think he even attests to it in an interview because he's in jail, that he was in the Matrix. It wasn't real. Something like that. Like the decisions he made didn't matter. Same exact thing that you're saying in a way.
In a way.
Because this kid made it about the movie. And this was years ago when the movie came out. So now it's the same equation that you're saying.
And this kid didn't like Charlie Kirk. He hated Charlie Kirk. But now let me give you...
So it's not so imaginary that he's going to snipe
but now
somebody
let me back
else.
up.
It's irrelevant to
now
him.
let me back up for you and tell you more about the Groypers.
Okay.
So I told you about how those symbols are all in those chat rooms, and some people are Groypers that attach to some of those things, and they're fascist, and they're video game-esque, and the video games are about fascism.
Oh,
and it's like the whole
just a bunch
Starship
of fucking,
Troopers is they're wearing like Nazi uniforms. They're fighting
I
aliens.
was just going to say, like, it's just a bunch of fucking white kids.
Yes.
God damn.
Yes. But I don't know. It could be. I don't know if it could be. It could probably be black kids and Mexican kids too. I don't know. But as far as I know, it's white kids. But it could probably be more. Different ethnicities. I don't know about all that shit. And so all of that is how this kid was thinking and what his mindset was. But now let's talk about a Groyper. And what do Groypers do? So the Groyper army came from Nick Fuentes, and it came from his ideology of nothing is serious. And the goal is to upset the government. I just heard people conjecture on this, so I don't know this to be true, but their opinion says this. So I'm going to look up more about Nick Fuentes and come back to you in a future date about this kid. But he has a following of like a couple 100,000. But the kid that's doing the story claims that they punch way above their weight. Like they only have a couple 100,000, but they make political moves happen because they bombard people. He sends the army out to go bombard people at speeches, at rallies.
And they show up.
Yeah. And so as an example,
like that.
Nick Fuentes hated Charlie Kirk. He came up about the same time as Charlie Kirk. I think in 2014, they started coming up together doing, I think Charlie Kirk was a year before him or after him or something, doing these political events for young people. So Nick Fuentes was out doing his gigs trying to get young people, and then Charlie Kirk was out getting his gigs trying to get young people. And Nick Fuentes didn't think that Charlie Kirk was right-wing enough, and he was upset at him for taking his followers. So he went and set his Groyper army out to go do the debates with Charlie Kirk.
Oh, no shit.
And they would line up like 30 at a time, one after another, to do things and ask him about well, don't you think that transgender people should be put to death? And then they do debates back with him to get more people, to get him more people radicalized that are in his thing, or to get them more upset.
Yeah.
To ruin his event.
Yeah.
They did so,
or to try to get him to quit.
Or try to get him to quit. So he would send his Groyper army out. It was called the Groyper Wars or Groyper War 1 or I don't know, something. So that's all started it. Well, then there was the Groyper War 2 that was just this last year or before the election. I got to get this information.
Okay.
It was,
either way. Doesn't matter. You're telling me, so it don't matter.
Yeah. So it was about Trump or something, and I don't remember exactly how that worked out. The Groyper Army too, but now he's upset at Trump because Trump is not right wing enough. Trump is not backing Israel.
Yeah,
he's
I
not
get it.
doing enough that his extreme ideas want Trump to do. He thinks he should be more radical in doing the things that he's doing. Not just all immigrants out, all gays out of this country, this or that, and the other, and everything in between.
Yeah, everything.
You start to learn, and I'm not saying that Nick Fuentes told this guy,
to go kill.
I hate him, you hate him, go do something. No, nothing like that. I think it's the mindset and different factors, and that this kid, I'd be curious how this kid got in this relationship with a transitioning other kid.
Well, following Nick Fuentes, right? So right wing, but he's not the Christian type. Is he?
Well, he's raised in a white family. His dad is a MAGA guy because he says in the text about my dad MAGAing out.
Well, we're talking about the shooter.
The shooter now. We're talking about the shooter.
Okay. Yeah, his dad. Yes.
The shooter, his dad, he said that.
Yeah.
And so we knew that the shooter grew up in a 2-parent household in Utah, in a Christian community, and all of this, and he still did all this. But the right is saying that he got brainwashed by left-wing ideology. That's why he did this, because of his transitioning partner. And Charlie Kirk being so animate against transgender people. LGBTQ period.
Surface, it looks right in line.
Yes.
It does.
And but the kid did not have a political affiliation. He wasn't a Democrat. He wasn't a Republican. He had Nick Fuentes influences from a Groyper concept, but somehow got in a relationship with a transgender person and felt the need to either protect that person or do something. Already had the hatred for Charlie Kirk because of being in the Groyper atmosphere, and then gets this relationship, and now this guy's really talking shit about his love of his life.
Yeah.
Puts him over the top. And again, did it really put him over the top emotionally? Or did the kid that's describing all this says you can't look at it like the emotion part of it. He goes, you got to look at it like he's in a chat room with some of these people, and another Groyper goes, yeah, fucking, somebody ought to fucking shoot Charlie Kirk.
Yeah,
That's
cool.
fucking funny, He goes, what would really be funny is if I was the one that shot him. And he's envisioning that this is the kind of conversations that happen, that to inform people that it's not like, oh, I fucking hate that Charlie Kirk with the passion. It's my drive. That I'm gonna go kill him. No, it's nothing like that. It's, wouldn't it be funny? Yeah, fuck, I'll go do it. That'll really be funny. That'll be a meme.
You think that's what happened?
I'm leaning in that direction. Because you don't have the kid being in far left groups. You know what I mean?
We haven't found any
They haven't
of that
found
yet.
anything yet. But they've been searching all of his shit, and they're spitting everything out that they fucking come across.
Yeah.
And you don't find him in right-wing stuff either. So I don't think he was like one way or the other.
He's kind of living in this
Groyper middle world of
with
fucking
these-
everything.
Yeah.
And in his brain, whatever his twisted fucking thoughts were, and I think, I don't know how it's going to be that his partner gives them any insight, because the partner didn't know that he did this. Didn't know that he was going to, didn't know that he was going to do this.
Right.
So that person is helping the police with every bit that they can. So I don't think that we'll find out that was the case. I think they're going to have to go into one of these Discord sites and see if they can find any conversations. But I don't know if they erase those things after they do them, or
it
what's
sounds
that? I don't
more
know
like,
anything about it.
Like something that I had thought before you kind of brought all this stuff up, and I've thought this for a while, that, and probably because I've fallen in a little bit to it and felt victim.
Yeah.
No, I won't say victim. I
No,
fell
but when
into
you were a
this,
kid.
right? No, now, recent, even like over the years. So we're talking, what I'm going to get at is, it's this online presence that we've had to get to since the internet came in. So in the beginning, it was message boards. which is a lot of groups of peoples in different rooms where you go and you talk about certain things. And then that's spun out of just crazy very quickly into all kinds of weird stuff. And then, from there, kind of got changed to what's called a forum, which is exactly the same thing as chat rooms, but a little bit more, maybe less messagey type, active, more write something and come back and look at it later. Maybe somebody came in later and commented on what you wrote. So it's a slower
I remember a
conversation.
while ago when we had Facebook posts when I was going back and forth with Scott, and you were like, "Hey, you need to stop that."
I did?
Yeah.
Are you
You don't remember that?
No.
Yeah, it was.
Was it political?
Yeah, it was. It was. I think when Trump was starting to run, and I had said something about some comments or something, and then Scott had chimed back in against me, this or that.
Yeah.
And then you were like, "Dude, kill it.
Don't.
It's not worth it."
It's not. Probably did.
Yeah.
So anyway, so then you go into forum. I'm giving you like the history life of it, like you already know, and then it goes into MySpace and Facebook and where we went today with Instagram and TikTok and Twitter and whatever the fuck else. So during that time, that evolution, right? So I'm in my like late teens when the message boards start coming out and forums. I'm in my early 20s for forums, and I was involved in a forum called Nike Talk for shoes. I used to collect shoes. So I was involved in that, and I got into that. And you get this like online reputation, right? You have a screen name. In this specific forum, you have a post count, and post counts are respected because you're not a rookie. You got like 10, 25, 35, 500 posts. Like, who gives a shit? This guy's got 10,000 posts. He's been here, right? So you have this like online presence about who you are, maybe about how you act. And because again, nobody gets punched in the face for saying shit on the internet, right? Because you can't. So you
That's
get reputation.
the biggest travesty about the whole thing, bro. I swear to God.
For real. Well,
I swear to God to you.
Yeah.
Let another man say something to you in front of your face. It's crazy, and he's going to get punched in the face.
hey, someone got shot.
Well, I don't know. He said that to him. But, yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Anyway,
yes.
so my point is that living in a different time and space while we're here on Earth, I think that while I grew in and out of this, and I even got it, I'm in it with cigars. Like, I have this online presence with my cigar collection, purchasing cigars. I'm known for certain things, and I have this, whatever this reputation is or isn't, but it's only represented on Facebook in these groups. Other than that, like, you're looking at me like you don't even know what I'm talking about because it's not relevant to like right here. It's kind of real because they involve real people, but it's a digital world.
Yeah.
Like, I don't interact with those people outside. A handful of them I do, but it's a digital place, and your mind gets like so involved in that, and that's like all that matters is it's like these groups and be involved and interact and debate politics or debate an off-road motor or what, and everything in between. And I think the kids now are living in these fucking ages, like we're just talking about.
They have to.
And I'm talking about the kid on the Matrix. You're talking about this kid living in this digital place where, like, maybe somebody said something that would be cool or this would be funny if it was me, and they're like, yeah, that's cool. This kid never gets told somebody wants him around, or I'm just making all this up, but that is literally like the avenue.
We don't know what kind of parenting.
No, I don't know.
Anything,
I don't know anything.
Yeah.
I just know that like I have an idea on what's possible, and I've been thinking about this for a long time about how people live in a digital space that isn't real, and it becomes their life. Like, they almost don't have any friends outside anymore. They only go to
what
work
the hell are
or
they making
whatever.
all these sex toys and VR glasses that you can?
Well, yeah, we've
do all
talked about
this
where all
shit
that's going. Like, the whole live's just going to,
Yeah.
you're going to live in your bubble forever, and you'll be married to somebody else that lives somewhere else, and
Have you seen the
interact with
Wall-E
them.
movie?
The Wall-E? Yeah. No, I haven't watched it.
The Disney one with the little
No,
robot?
yeah, I didn't watch it.
Dude,
Yeah.
you have to watch it for this one reason, if nothing else. Humans have fucked up the planet so bad.
I've seen enough of it that it's a wasteland. It's all trash, and the little robot.
Well, there's a space station that humans now live in that's above the Earth. And he gets sucked up. Somehow he gets to go to that station.
Because he's a trash bot or some shit, right?
He's a bot. And he gets to go to that station. And the first thing they show you is everybody's in these like seated pods that just zoom you around everywhere you go, and everybody's fat, dude. Everybody's obese.
Hell yeah.
Because nobody does anything
No,
for
they're not gonna
themselves.
do
The
anything.
computers do it through. They got the screens in their faces.
Yeah. Yes.
And it's
That's
just,
us.
It's just meat bags,
It's
dude.
us,
It's
dude.
just meat bags.
And so, yeah, the kids are living there because, you know, like back in the day, we make the comment that, you know, the kids in the neighborhood, it's rough. They don't have good parents at home, bad family life. They find solace in gang mentality because it's a brotherhood.
Yep.
So they're drawn to those things. And obviously what comes after that is never good for our society.
Right.
But what they're drawing to, we all need as humans. And I think that the white kids are getting it like this, dude. They're playing the video games, the shoot 'em up games. They get on these message boards. They have these ideologies that are honestly imprinted into them because they're reading it and they're only getting positive influence from negative people
Yep.
on the internet. And it becomes everything is internet fame or fake, like you said. So they're not taking anything serious because they don't believe any of it's really real. They're living
No.
in cyberspace.
And you don't have a group of friends like, you know, we grew up, we had a group of, you had usually people in your neighborhood, in your block that you grew up with, that, you know, immediate kids around your home. And then you had kids you went to school with.
Yeah.
And then you had kids, if you played sports, you had kids that you played sports.
Yeah.
But if you had a crazy idea and you expressed it to your friend group would be like, what the hell are you talking about?
Yeah, you're tripping.
Don't think
Maybe
that way.
one of them would be like,
Shut
yeah, I
up.
agree with you. But yeah, I
Yeah,
got you.
shut up
Yeah.
and don't think that way. That I'm talking to you if you're going to do something extreme like kill
Because
somebody.
you're standing there and you're talking about doing it for real. I believe you will. And I'm going to be like, dude, don't do that.
Yes.
But on the internet,
On the internet, it's all, yeah,
I'll tell you to do it because I don't know your name.
straight up.
I don't even
bro.
know who you are. I don't care. You're going to go do something that I think is going to be something that could happen and benefit my idea.
Or
And I'll
even
tell you to
not
do
your
it.
idea.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Just,
it's a
just
shit.
it's a meme.
It's terrible.
Go for it. You won't do
Yeah.
it. You liar. You suck.
Yeah. Yeah. Think we solved the Charlie
no.
Kirk
Well, no. Oh, and I want to mention the kid that did all this research. His name is Max Kuhn, Kuhn. So if you want to go out and
Kuhn,
get more
maybe?
information, you
Maybe
can go get
Kuhn.
it from him. And but it was really informative to hear somebody of that generation already know about what all these things mean because he's in that fringe community.
He's in the world a little bit. He
Yes.
touches some of them.
Yes.
As a normal cat,
Yes.
you know, what these things are kind of hopefully being used for, just interaction with other people, for the individuals who don't have friends on the block, who don't have friends at school, because that's real. They
Yeah.
should have friends somewhere else, but this is not what we're talking about.
No, not at all, bro. Not at all.
If they get that online, I'm okay with that, but not what they're getting.
Yes,
like
but at the
this.
same time, it can
Not
be
like
taken to
this.
the extreme. I'm with you. Everything, man.
Look,
I don't know if I can tell you anything other than everything is great in moderation.
100, exact.
You go extreme, man,
Yep.
in one way or the other. Whether you got people encouraging you, you got an idea that. I don't want to say that
Listen,
because that's
you
not.
can't just eat broccoli.
Yes, yes,
It's good for you,
Yes,
but not when that's the only thing you eat.
Yeah,
you know?
and encourage people to do good things, but don't encourage them if they got crazy ideas. Don't encourage them with those crazy ideas that are so extreme. You know, there's the bad way, and then there's the other bad way of you being too encouragement to somebody
Right.
too.
If you want to jump that fire with your dirt bike, I am going to egg you on. I want to see you won't fucking do it. You're a bitch. You're not
Right.
doing it. Oh, you're
Yeah.
going to do it? You're going to do it or you're not going to do it? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm going to do that.
Oh
for
wait,
sure.
we got to take you to the hospital now.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go.
I'll take you.
That for sure happened,
Yeah.
bro. Multiple times. I remember we were young and there was this big tabletop jump, like 6 feet high and like probably 15 feet long.
Damn.
And we were on our little 80s.
This is over like 5 points or some
No, this
shit?
is in Big Bear.
Oh, okay.
And we're out there like, you know, jumping on it and only going like a quarter of the way and then jumping halfway. And
Yeah.
nobody could clear the whole
Yeah,
thing.
You got to be moving.
And we're like egging the one home. You're like, you got this. You could do it. You got the fastest bike here. You know, you had the pipe blown out.
Oh, yeah.
It was bored out,
Mm-hmm,
you know, all that. And he goes back further than everybody else. He hits the power band. Boom, boom, boom. He hits that thing, dude. And he just flies straight past it. And at that little bike and the weight and boom,
Hell yeah.
gravel all over. All right, get in the car. We're going. Mom, we got to take so and so to the hospital.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, man, but that is crazy that this happened. It's crazy that a public speaker, a debater, got taken out by some young, dumb fucking kid who is sick. Period. And again, I don't care if you're right wing, left wing, or whatever the wing you are. Let's start fucking figuring this out, man. So that more, because this is becoming more and more prevalent.
We've given people the platform to be shitty to other people. And I you know, I don't want to say things in this microphone that I end up regretting later, things like that. And I don't want to tear anyone down who's gone, and I don't want to make something, I don't want to validate something so horrible.
Right.
But I said it, you know, before, like, the clips that I saw were geared towards, you know, like you said, you saw some where it was like legit or they gave him a run for his money. And then there's the ones where it's like, you know, right-wing Christian pushing something kind of avenue. And it's just him shitting on somebody and making somebody dressed in rainbows look dumb about homosexuality. And I don't think that that's cool. I don't think that being on a platform to shit on people is what we should be doing with this platform. I don't like it. I don't think that that's honest debate. And I don't think shooting that person for that is okay. But we put ourselves here. We fucking put ourselves here.
Yeah.
He said things that were hurtful.
He did say things that were hurtful.
And he says it, and okay, he says it to their face, right? We said, you know, you don't get punched on the face for shit on the internet. He's saying it to you face to face. And there's,
but you're on a college campus, and you're not going to go bum rush when you've got security all around him.
It's set up for a debate. It's not set up for an argument on the corner.
No.
You know,
if you're coming up to the microphone, you better be able to articulate yourself and whatever the thing is that you're trying to say.
You know why you're there, whatever that is. Even if you think you're articulate and you're not, he's going to make you look dumb, and you put yourself in that situation to look dumb.
And plenty of these kids do, bro.
Yeah, but
they come up and they got an idea in their head and they have no way how to deliver it, and they're stumbling all over themselves. And can I look at my phone again?
Right, and that's fine. You know, and that's you know, they're young and they're trying, and they're angry and they want to say something.
And he's actually gracious towards them. Take your time.
Right.
No.
Yes, and I like those parts, and he seems to be pretty level-headed and mostly logical on these things. But I just hated seeing this stuff where he just shits on people. And I'm not going to say, what do you expect? That's not fucking ever expected.
Nope, you don't ever expect that.
But you can't just go up there and shit on people relentlessly and not have somebody end up lashing out at you at some point. Let's stop doing that. Yeah. Let's stop shitting on you.
Yeah.
I don't care if it's Christian and you think it's right and you want to spout that. I don't care if it's right wing or left wing and you want to spout that. Stop shitting on people.
Yeah, I'm with you, bro. I'm with you. I'm with you. And how do you fix it? Just stop is the only thing you could say.
Cut the internet out. What would we do if the internet went out? I mean, I know what happens when my Wi-Fi goes out. Act like a little bitch.
Right.
Okay, can you imagine losing the internet right now, cold turkey? Oh, that'd be so great. It would be amazing. I bet it would be amazing in one day. The very next day, everybody like, well,
except for the people that have online businesses.
Yeah. Hey, pivot, motherfucker. Go back to cash.
No, or you're now you're going to have a brick and mortar with the rest of us.
Get back to work.
Yeah.
Get back to work. Everybody will be out doing things, talking, like, hey, because that's how we shared information before.
It was.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, I'm not saying anything about Charlie that probably a lot of people don't already think, and that happened. You don't get shot for stuff like that.
No.
But you know, you can't go up there and shit on people that are shit on by the entire country generally. Like, he's really going after people that are like gay, LBGP, you know, A+, all that. He really narrows in on mostly that. It's a lot of that and it's a lot of political, but he mixes his Christian stuff in with his political stuff, and it's political stuff is absolutely all over the LGBTQT A+ fucking question.
Yeah.
So it's just,
but at the same
you're hurting
time,
people that are hurt all the time by everyone else, and you're doing it not only when somebody sitting around a table at a dinner and they're getting looked at, they feel that's shitty, and that's other people treating them bad, and they wear that, and everywhere they go they end up getting looked at weirder because they dress weirder, because they want the attention, but they want to show you that they're not afraid to be themselves, and they're shit on everywhere they go. And then they go to your debate and you shit on them on camera, and everybody watches that. The internet is watching it.
Yeah.
Right? Your head blows up. It explodes. I didn't just get bullied in front of the 5 kids at school. I got bullied by the 50 million people watching this that don't even know me, and I care. Like, that creates a headspace that is very volatile. And
But hopefully we don't put those. I mean, don't put yourself in that position if that's the way you're going to feel about it too.
no, all that. Everybody's
You know what I
accountable.
mean?
Everyone's accountable. The people that
Yeah.
think it and the people that are feeling it.
Yeah.
You're accountable too.
Yep.
You know, but I hate that, man. I hate it. So
Like,
that's why I never watch this stuff.
And I understand people's rights. You know, black people were slaves. Then they needed the right to be free, period. Women couldn't vote, or black people couldn't vote. Then they were able to vote. Women couldn't vote. Then they were able to vote. You know, gay people
Couldn't be married.
really ostracized.
Yeah, and then, yeah.
and looked down upon. I don't know, since the inception of this country, but definitely in the last 150 years. And then now everybody's pretty much accepting of gay people. Now there's still some extremists that are not, but for the most part, somebody knows somebody that's gay or something. You know what I mean? You've
The
come to the
acceptance rate
realization.
is much higher
Yes.
than it's ever been.
So I
It's the
understand
highest.
all of these barriers have to be broke. And you know, the ostracizing of somebody who's a transgender individual or whatever, that, you know, is a hard pill to swallow for many Americans at this point, or many people around the world, but it also has to be broke. Now, what does not have to be broke in the situation is the right's gripe about wanting a transgender individual in the bathroom with their daughter. That just makes sense. It's common sense. And even though there may never be anything with any transgender person and a little girl, because it's not their cup of tea, that's not why they're transitioning to go after kids.
Typically, no.
But it's still the concept that normal heterosexual men and women can't get around at this time in their life, and probably never will, because then what happens to the sick motherfucker who is a child molester, pedophile, who dresses up as a trans so he can go in and
Just
do that
so he
shit?
can, yeah.
Yes, you're opening the door for all kinds of fucking issues. And hence, just an individual bathroom that men and women both can use individually and go to places.
Right.
That's probably the best solution.
That's not a realistic solution. They'd have to remodel every fucking bathroom in
They are.
existence.
Don't you know that every bathroom right now that you go to any restaurant is all individuals for the most part? There are.
But you got to think about the ones that are multi. Like if you go to Cheesecake Factory, there's tons of
No,
stalls. They're not
yes.
going to redo those to make
Yeah.
5 singles. You think they're going to like shut that down to be single?
Let me
Lock
just give you
in,
an
walk in,
example.
lock the door.
You go to most of the places at the beach, they're all
They're
individual
small.
stalls.
They're small.
They're small, but there's 2 or 3 restrooms, and they're both genders. I've been to multiple restaurants now that are both gender restrooms with multiple stalls.
I think a lot of those were the ones where they already had one single for male, one single for female, and then one already family, what they would call bathroom,
Right.
because they only had enough for 3, or they had whatever the case is. But I just don't know if that's who cares, a realistic solution for a large bathroom scenario in these larger restaurants. Anyway,
This is debate. Yeah, I'm
I
just
don't
giving
even-
you an
I'm just arguing
example
with
of.
you.
Yeah.
I'm just
Of-
shooting your shit down.
Yeah,
That's
for
all
sure.
yeah.
I'm with you. I don't even give a fuck how it all works itself out. It'll work its fucking self out. But the hate part of it, that's what's got to fucking stop.
Yeah.
Hating on people that are motherfuckers that are like that, hating on the motherfuckers that are hating on you for shit like that, hating on somebody for being a Christian, hating on fucking somebody for being a,
Not a
conservative
Christian.
or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, you're not going to stop the hate, but let's trim the shitting on people. And that's not going to stop, but what has made it hard is the social media aspect of, I keep saying it all the time, like when we were younger, we didn't get invited to the birthday party. We found out on Monday when
Yeah, you went back to
someone
school.
accidentally said something in front of you.
Yep.
And that hurt.
Yep.
And you dealt, right? But now these kids look at Snapchat and they get to see, not only are they not invited, how much more fun they're having without you. And there are times when they're talking about you. And
Yes,
we went to
they're
parties
ridiculous.
where they were talking about other people. We didn't film it and let everybody else know.
Dude, just as an example,
It tears people
gonna
apart
give you an
to get
example.
bullied like that. That's digital bullying,
my
honestly.
own kids. I've got 6 of them, so they've all had some issues. You know, at some point with going into middle school, the girls didn't like me, or once you're in high school, you go a different one thing or another, right?
Right.
The group changes, kids change.
Yeah.
Recently, one of my kids went through the same thing with a couple of other kids, intentionally calling them and not saying anything except talking shit about that individual when they were on the phone. I'm not gonna. We won't go into which kid or what all that. We'll talk about that off camera. 'Cause I
Yeah.
don't want to put that kid's
No,
business
you know,
on there.
yeah,
but it's
because
just a situation.
someone's already
that
probably
I
going to
know
figure out what we were talking about. But yeah,
that it
that's
happened,
shitty.
and
That's
it's
weird.
just shitty. And they were all friends, and there's not really a catalyst of one thing that made the friendship change, other than just kids being shitty.
Yeah,
And it's just,
new
you know what I
ways
mean?
to be shitty.
Yes,
and it's just in the social network.
And when they get
is
to be 5
absolutely
years
it.
from now, they'll all look back together while
I
they're
hope
drinking
so.
and go, "Fucking, that was shitty."
I hope so.
I'm sorry I did that.
I did that. I mean, I had
You know what I mean?
I had a
Yes.
fight with a best friend and came back 5 years later and fixed it up. And I mean, we don't see each other now, but I fixed it.
That's
I
good.
think I fixed it.
Yeah, you tried.
I tried to let it go, push
Right.
it aside. I didn't fix anything, and we fucking let it go.
For sure.
Yeah.
Straight up.
So let it go.
Let it go.
Let it
it
go.
go.
Let it go.
Straight up. Be
Let it-
frozen,
Let
bro.
it go. All right. Well, that's it for today.
That's it for today.
Let it go, man.
Let it go.
Stop being shitty.
Straight up.
You can hate.
No
Stop being
more
stop shitting on people.
shittiness to people,
Yeah,
man.
man.
We need
Thanks.
that'll be our next shirt, bro.
No more
Don't-
shittiness.
Don't be shitty.
Don't be shitty.
Don't
That
be
is a good
shitty.
shirt. That could be the first shirt.
Straight up.
Yeah.
Don't be shitty.
Yeah. Like and comment. We'll order you a shirt.
Yeah. But we're still gonna make fun of people, and people could still make fun of us.
That's right. I'm still
But
gonna
don't be
shit on
shitty.
you.
We're not gonna be shitty
I'm
about
gonna
it.
shit on you, but don't shit on people.
I'ma talk shit in the world gone stupid.
A bullshit? A bullshit.